this video is gonna be a ramble. I'm gonna talk to some. I'm gonna talk to you about the carnivore diet. I hate to say it's a diet; it's just a new way of eating. Actually, it's a pretty good way of eating because you eat until you're full. Actually, you eat until you're slightly uncomfortably full. Then you don't eat again until you're hungry. And then when you eat until you're slightly uncomfortable. And then it's so easy. You don't have to really worry about it. But I'm gonna take you with me. So what do you eat, right? Meat, animal products like butter. Let me show you this. So I eat a lot of bacon. All of this is bacon fat. But guess what? I use it because I want it in my body. It's not something your doctors and stuff are gonna tell you. I can rant about that. But now I'm gonna grab me some eggs because that's what I like to eat. So the thing about eggs, well, I guess I should say this to you. An egg is the perfect meal. It has everything you need in it. So don't let anyone tell you that, oh, it's got too much cholesterol, and don't eat the egg yolks, just eat the egg whites. And let me stop here and ask you guys this. From here on, I want you to just think for yourself. Don't let anybody just tell you stuff, including me. Don't think that everything I'm telling you is gospel, right? Challenge it, right? Make sure it makes sense first. That's the key. If it doesn't make sense to you, that's probably a sign that you might want to think about it. You might want to do some research about it. So, back to the egg thing. I eat like 6 eggs a day. Remember, I eat a lot, okay? Now, I'm not saying you need to eat 6 eggs a day, but maybe. I'm a guy that's like, right now I'm 238 pounds. I'm actually overweight right now because during Christmas and Thanksgiving, I just ate whatever, right? And I learned a lot from that. But anyway, eggs. I do 6 eggs a day, which you're about to watch me do that while I ramble. I do 6 eggs a day. Now, speaking of eggs, you're gonna notice these are white eggs. These are not the eggs that you want. But if they're what you can afford, go get it, because it's better than a bowl of cereal, I'll tell you that much. And it's one ingredient. There's another clue for you. It's just the chickens that produce these cheap white eggs are not your best animals to be producing anything for anybody, right? 1, 2, 3, yep, there's 6. So, yeah, if you can, I would encourage you to make sure that you get range-free eggs, okay? And then just the best eggs you can get. If you can see the chickens actually eating food, you know, what chickens eat is not corn. They eat bugs. Okay, here's another one. Think for yourself. When's the last time you saw a chicken go to a cornfield, fly up the stalk, and eat the corn off the stalk? They don't do that. Every chicken I've seen in nature, they're walking around on the street or just in the ground and just eating worms and bugs and stuff like that. You know, they're not eating corn, but corn's fed to them, right? And actually, corn's fed to you for a similar purpose, okay? Now, let's talk about what you should include. You should include some sea salt. Let me ramble about this. Your doctor is going to tell you, oh, you need a low salt diet. No salt, no salt, no salt, no salt. But guess what? When you're in a hospital and they put that clear liquid bag and they start pumping that in you, guess what that is? If you guess saline, you're correct. But guess what's in saline? Salt. Why are they giving you salt when you're in the hospital? Because they want to make you feel better. They want to hydrate you. Again, don't take my word for this. Just ask, what's the best way to hydrate yourself? I'm going to show you right now. There's some salt in my mouth. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm getting water out of my Brita filter. I still have a ton of salt in my mouth. Now, right now, still salty. Right now, you know what's happening? This water is going to be pulled into all of the cells in my body. Because they have the mechanism to deliver the water into your body. Okay, so that's a little bit about salt. Seasonings, when it comes to carnivore, you don't really have to worry about too much seasonings. I use salt. I don't know if you would consider that seasoning, but I use that. And then I like my food spicy, so I do use pepper. I think the seasonings, you could do whatever you want to with it. Again, I'm not an expert at this. And just people ask me, so I'm just gonna do a random video explaining it. Now, let me talk about this. So this is your typical, Teflon or whatever you want to call it, pan. This is a cast iron pan. If you can cook with this, I would prefer that you use this. Why? I'll put some links and stuff in the descriptions about all of this stuff I'm telling you. But the iron skillet actually pulls iron into your food. Now, you may be thinking, Austin, I don't want iron in my food. Well, guess what? You need iron. You just don't need mercury and a whole lot of iron, okay? Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting a big dab of butter and I'm putting it in this Teflon pan, throwing it on high just in case you want to know how to cook good eggs. Make sure your pan's ridiculously hot, okay? And well, anyway, that's how I do my scrambled eggs. But anywho, sometimes I use the bacon grease, but right now I just kind of want to use that. And oh, now, you might be thinking, well, also, what else you gonna eat? You just eating eggs. Nope, I got some sausage. Some pork sausage, actually. So I'm gonna be eating that. Now, this meal, okay, is going to take me through almost the rest of the day. And I usually only eat twice a day, okay? But I eat a lot, which I'll show you once I'm done. I'm seeing it in real time, buddy. Real time. All right, let's go back to, what are we talking about now? The Teflon skillets. They're not good for you. You remember how to iron in a cast iron skillet? I told you that it goes like, it seeps up into your food. so does Teflon. And that stuff is not good for you, okay? Again, do your own research. All right, so I also got my giant sausage patty. Ooh, that butter smells good. Okay, what else? Oh, some of y'all want to know, well, why did you decide to go carnivore? Well, I didn't decide to go carnivore until I decided that I was gonna go, and here's what's more important. I didn't want sugar anymore because I realized how bad sugar is for you. And if you don't know, it pissed me off to know that it was killing me, and it was given to me purposely to keep me sick. Now I'm telling you about me, but I want you to think about this. The food industry, your government, your doctors, they don't really care about you like you think they do. Here's an example you can get with. Right now, somebody kicked in that door and came in here to rob me. Some people would say, well, just call the police, Austin, they'll come help you. No, they're not gonna get here on time. Right? That's gonna be a bad day if somebody kicking that door to come get me. But anyway, the government's not necessarily here to protect you. And let me explain why I'm saying that. The food you're eating, if you're an American, I can almost, with a 80% certainty, that is absolutely killing you. Slowly, but it's killing you. Because it's got sugar in it. You may not think it has sugar in it. In fact, you might think it's healthy, but it's not. For example, if I open up these cabinets right now, I'm just grabbing something. So I just grabbed this, right? What is this? Grits. I bet in here oh, this says 0 sugars. But what you need to understand is this is not meat, this is not fat. Your body is gonna turn your grits into glucose inside of you. That is sugar in your body, okay? So grits will do it for you. What else? Crackers. Actually, you need to understand, carbs turn into sugar in your body. All your bread, all your chips, all your crackers. Oh, here's evil right here. Anytime you see something that says added sugar, just look at that company and understand that they don't care about you at all. They're adding sugar so that you get addicted to it. So, just a heads up on that. All right, man, I gotta get my sausage cooking. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm starting to get hungry. Also, just pick you up this, dump you in there. When you cook your sausage, don't do like I do and cook it on high. Cook it on medium, that way you don't smoke up your house. Okay. Awesome. Hey, I'm learning. Another thing, cheese. Cheese is one of those things that you gotta just kind of be careful with. I like Parmesan cheese because it's not pasteurized, okay? Pasteurized cheese is not good for you, okay? Do your own research about that. Okay. I'll put some Parmesan cheese on the egg. Yeah, buddy. We got my, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Well, if not, I'll grab something else. All right, so let me kind of give you guys an idea of unhealthy stuff. All right, everything you're looking at, where is it? Okay, everything you're looking at here is all trash. Bread, obviously, that's trash. Bagels, that's trash. Chips is trash, 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 trash. All of this, in case you didn't know, is sugar. I see it now because I know what's up. All of this has sugar in it. You know why? Because it's inside of storage. If your food has to be stored, it's processed. All right, now this has to be frozen. But guess what's not in this? Sugar. Well, veggies and stuff, you know. Got my butter, you know. Let me take it to another spot. Because it's in storage, right? Canned goods and stuff. I don't know. Let me look and see. 3 grams of sugar. Cranberry sauce. Oh, I don't even want to know. 23 grams of sugar. That's like half of this thing, just sugar. What else? I mean, okay, these are coffee. This is kind of unfair, but if it's got white chocolate caramel, that's sugar. But I like coffee, but I drink my coffee black. Okay, so anyway, I just want to kind of give you guys an idea how that stuff works out. All right, we're about done. So let's go back to why the government don't care about you. The FDA says it's okay for us to eat certain foods. That's the FDA. You know our food is illegal in other countries? Absolutely will not, we can't eat American food if we're in another country. What does that tell you? That tells you that we're getting fed straight poison. Okay? Dang, why is my sausage getting hot? Okay, let me tell you what happened with me. I was 278 pounds when I switched to carnivore. About a month later, about 2 months later, I was 232 pounds. I lost fat so fast that I could see it in the mirror. But I was overweight. I was 278 pounds. Okay, so if you're not overweight, you may not see it quickly, but what you will start seeing is your veins. You'll start seeing that your body's actually using the fat that's on your body. Now, that's not necessarily a carnivore thing. That's a no sugar thing. So once your body switches from using sugar as its fuel, it's going to automatically go into what they call ketosis. So that's where you have your keto diet. They'll go to ketosis, and then they'll start using your fat as energy. While it's using your fat as energy, guess what your body is doing for you? It's creating your carbs itself, because that's what it's designed to do. You're not designed to take in carbs. Your body will make it for you if you need it. And guess what? It's a better carb. Okay. I think I'm about done with my rambling. I just want to make sure this, buddy, I'm smoking it up. Y'all are seeing this real time. Ooh, buddy. Turn you low, buddy. Now I know that's gonna cut out the volume. So, okay, so what else can I tell you? Go to your doctor, say, hey, doc, I want to like eat something that I'm not going to have any sugar in my diet. And he's going to struggle, he or she's going to struggle with that. And it's like, well, man, that's going to be really hard to do. No, it's not. I'm just going to eat meat. If I had to tell you what to do, tell your doctor I'm going to do this. I'm going to eat bacon, eggs, and steak for 3 weeks. That's all I'm eating for 3 weeks. And I'm going to eat enough of it so that I'm a little bit over full. Just a little bit over full. And then I'm not going to eat any of that again until later. Now, to make your life easier, you can use ground beef as well. So bacon, eggs, ground beef, steak. Put those 4 things in your refrigerator. Eat that. And then watch what your body does. The first few, it depends on your body, but the first, I don't know, day or two, or maybe the first 2 weeks, or maybe week and a half, whatever, it's gonna, you'll know. Your craving for sugar, your brain's really smart. Your brain knows what sugar is, even though you know, even though you think you know. Like, you didn't know that bread is sugar, right? But your brain knows that. So you crave a sandwich. You're gonna crave some chips. You're gonna crave like potatoes. You're gonna crave this stuff. That's your body or your brain saying, man, I need some sugar up in this body. But don't do it. It takes about 3 days for your brain to stop screaming at you for sugar. But that time after that, when your body's starting to change, the voices will get very low, and it'll just say, hey man, I really would like a sandwich from Firehouse. I know you're not really into that, but if we can just, scoot that Firehouse right up the street right there. You can just scoot by there, before you head to the gym, get you a sandwich. That's what it'll sound like. At the beginning, it's going to be like, man, this is ridiculous. You need to get some, hey, let's go through Krispy Kreme. Come on, man, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Let's go to Krispy Kreme. Let's get us some donuts. Matter of fact, I want some ice cream. Matter of fact, it's the holidays. You just eat whatever you want to do. And that was my relapse. It came back at me hard during the holidays, and I ate everything. And I gained immediately, what was it, like 9-10 pounds. And then I switched back to eating like I guess I should show you. I switched back to eating this. I'm still a little overweight because this was like, last week, but I'm down, I'm about 6-7 pounds away from where I was. So I've lost like 5 pounds over the past 4 or 5 days. So anywho, I know I rambled, I know I said a lot. Hopefully there was some information in there that you could use. I'm gonna link some stuff in the description, some videos that I saw that help me, and then you guys figure it out for yourself, man. I will tell you this, regardless if you do carnivore, if you do a keto diet, you will, when you take the sugar out, cancel Christmas, you will see it so fast. There's some changes that's going to happen, so be aware of that. They call it a keto flu. Go look that up for yourself, because your body's switching. Your body's switching from using all of the sugar that you give it all day, every day. And the reason you're hungry all the time, like, man, I'm not hungry right now. I just know that it's almost 12 o'clock and I haven't eaten today. I got to get some food in me. So I'm going to eat this, and man, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be hungry until like probably 6 or 7, which is the weekend for me. So I'm doing it kind of off. Usually I eat 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then I'm done until 8 o'clock the next day. So that's technically called intermittent fasting. So look that up. Man, just understand that your body's going to change. understand this is, if you don't take anything from this video, I want you to take this from this video. You have been poisoned with a drug that's as strong as cocaine, and it's called sugar, and it was given to you purposely. Oh, and by the way, if you're poor, if you're in a low, like I'm here in Tallahassee, so the south side of Tallahassee is a poorer part of Tallahassee. Northern and southeastern part of Tallahassee is more higher incomes. If you go into the south side, you're gonna see fast food restaurants sprinkled all over the place. You're gonna see a lot of convenience stores. Convenience stores are convenient because they have what you need, but they have to store all of that stuff. So guess what? It's poison, straight poison. So not only are they killing you if you're of a lower income, but they are also intentionally doing it. If you go into, we call it Southwood, or you go into the north side of Tallahassee, you don't see a whole lot of Burger King, Taco Bell's, you know, all of these fast food restaurants. There's a few, right? Chick-fil-A, they have everything, but they're straight giving you crack cocaine in their chicken. Do your own research on that. But man, you're being poisoned and no one cares. They want you sick for the rest of your life. And it's gonna be hard for you to make this change because sugar is addictive. The fact that I can say to you, stop eating sugar, and you get like, whatever. I'm not gonna not eat sugar, Austin. That's because you're addicted to it, and that's okay. We're all addicted to it. I'm addicted to it. I just choose to not let these people kill me. I'd rather die like in an accident or, you know, something crazy, right? Getting eaten by a shark or something. But I don't want to die because I have Alzheimer's, diabetes, high blood pressure. Oh, by the way, Alzheimer's and diabetes in other countries, they call it type 3 diabetes. Why? Why do they call it type 3 diabetes? I'll tell you why. Because you've got too much sugar in your brain. That's why your brain's not functioning. Sugar, people, sugar. Get away from that. Carnivore is just an easy way for me to do it. I like meat. I don't know what to tell you. Do keto. Keto includes carnivore, but with salads and stuff. You know, you get to eat more stuff, okay? But man, come on. I want you guys healthy, okay? My ramble is up. I gotta eat. I'm hungry now.